Alright, so I finally put the kit together for August, and it was a process. What got me to do this particular kit this month is that I was going to be doing indigo for my natural dyeing for the month of August. And then I remembered that I had some mud cloth from Africa that had been done with the mud cloth. And then I also had other fabrics from Africa. So I thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and be inspired by the mud cloth and then the other, you know, beautiful colors and designs from the different textiles that you can get from these African designs. So we were struggling. What are we going to call this? What are we going to call it? Well, last month we were inspired by the cochineal and we did Latin artists. So I thought, you know what? Let's just go ahead and name this African Artisans because that's pretty much what we're doing. We're drawing from their designs and their colors and their dyes. So let's just go for it. Okay, so in the kit, of course, I forgot to get something to measure with. So in the kit, you're going to get a piece of indigo mud cloth. Now, it's not the printed kind, it's the real stuff, just so you know the difference, because you can buy it by the yardage, but it's just a print. And these are going to be approximately 5 by 10 or a little bit over 10. Let's just say 10. And these can be used for your spine, for pockets, for the cover of your journal, whatever you choose to use that with. So that will be included in your kit. I've also included a bunch of scrap pieces. When I say scrap pieces, they're like 4 by 5, some are larger. And these are all the also traditional designs from African fabrics. And they'll all be different, they'll all be random. And I think there's approximately 10 different pieces, if I'm not mistaken. But this kind of gives you an idea of the type of cloth and what it looks like. So again, you could make tabs, you could sew them all together and make that your cover. You can cut some additional strips to make the beads we're going to make, but I already have included a lot of strips that you can go ahead and use to make the bracelets. Now, we did back in 921, we did the women from Africa, and we did these bracelets. Those of you that have been around that long, we did these bracelets. And they were kind of fun and kind of popular to make. So I've included all the fixings for us to go ahead and make some of these bracelets. So you're also in the kit, you're going to get some memory wire. That's what these are made of. And then a packet of all of these strips that you can make your fabric beads with. And if you're not into beads, or there's plenty here, you won't be able to use all that, then we could use this for the tassels that we're going to make for our journals. That'll be there. Also, this little metal-like medallion, it's kind of hard to see what it, oh, there we go. It's 2 little birds and then just some leaves and flower design there with 3 holes. So it'll make it easy for us to incorporate it into our journal one way or another. So that will be included. And then there's going to be some beads in case you want to put them on your tabs or if you want to put them on your tassel. But there'll be a nice little variety of beads plus some type of bell. I have different shapes, so I'm not sure which shape you will get, but you will get a little bell that I'm going to put on my tassel, but you might want to use it a different way. Okay, so that will also be included. Now, as far as the papers and stuff, I just love this picture. It's one of my favorites. I kind of grunched it up a little bit. I think what we'll do together is we'll put some color on it. We'll do some kind of marking on that. And I used this in another kit, and I really enjoyed putting it on the cover and using different photographs that we used and made like a little crown. So we'll use this somehow because I think I just like the colors. I just loved how the colors worked out with these, and it looked really nice. Okay, so this printout is basically a nice variety of the patterns that are used in traditional um, mud cloth patterns. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm saying it backwards, I think. But anyways, these are patterns that are used when they do the printing on mud cloth. Now, you say, Rosemary, what do you mean that's mud cloth and you're doing this indigo thing? Well, they also, in parts of Africa, they work a lot with the indigo, like Guinea and Sierra Leone and Liberia. The ones that are there on that little area there on the west coast, they are known for working with a lot of the indigo. I know traditionally, if you think of indigo, at least me, I think of Japan, but are a lot of traditional work that's done with the indigo there on the west coast of Africa. So these are traditional patterns, and then this is working with the indigo. So we thought we could play, we could play with that. And I printed out some muted, grungied up photographs of some women, and I want to work with these and put some color into these also, because the vision I have for at least the journal I'm going to make is going to be more on the grungy side with a lot of mark making and, yeah. So I think this will work out just fine with that. You're also going to get one of these little foamy things with a sticky back. We're going to be making some different stamps to incorporate all that mark making on our pages. Here is just some black tissue paper. We'll find out how we'll use that later. And then I got a bunch of grungy papers. They're all going to be a little bit different. And put that in the packet for our journal. And all we have to do is start making the marks, right? Now, this here, it's smack in the middle, and this is all closed up because you're going to have 4 small pieces of cyanotype paper in here. They're about that big or so. And there's 4 pieces in here. And as to just kind of introduce you to working with the paper in case you've never done it before. And they're already pre-treated. And then we will together, I'll show you how we will develop this. We'll be giving you a link because we did this back in the cyanotype anyway. We did that 3 years ago. We did that. And we worked with all those cyanotype blue colors. So I have a video that explains step by step, so I'll be including that link for you. It'll be in the group, and I'll go ahead and put it when you purchase it also. So when you get this, don't open it, because as soon as you open it, it'll start the process, because it's very light sensitive. That's what develops it. So keep it in here. And then this paper, I'm going to be showing you a process of stuff to do with bleach, so don't get rid of that paper. It's important too. Here's some more of the grungy stuff. Also on some watercolor paper, I did got some stencils. Can you see it? Some ladies. These are traditional marks, and we'll be playing with that too. And some molding I have on there. You know what I'm saying. So this is mulberry paper. We'll be using this also. It's very hot here, guys. I just came in from outside. Maybe I have heat stroke. I don't know. And then I have some of the cleanup papers from when I did my eco printing. Oh, I forgot. We got one of these in here. These are the papers when I was doing my eco printing. I was using the leftover of the dye when I did the cochineal. So I just thought this looked really kind of grungy and pretty. And then these were the cleanup papers from the cochineal process. And I thought these were kind of cool too. So I've included that. And I had some papers that I had rested in the past and then had put some indigo on top of that. So I included that. And then just a file folder in case you want to make cards that you want to put in there. You want to use it as pages. Just in case you don't have them. Not everybody has them, but I like incorporating those into all of my projects. So that is what you're going to be getting in this kit. So you're going to be able to play with the different fabrics, and then we're going to do a little bit of the cyanotype because it's kind of the color of the indigo colors. And I think we'll have a lot of fun putting all of these things together and making a super, super duper cool journal for the month of August. Okay, it'll be in the shop.